Hey everybody, welcome to the Tabletop Spotlight, the weekly show where I get to go over all the cool stuff you can pick up at your favorite local gaming store. And again, quick reminder, if you are going to be looking for any of these games, be sure to hit up your favorite local gaming store and shop local. Big shout out to our friends at Dragon's Lair Comics Fantasies. They're the ones that hooked us up with all this good stuff. So let's get into the games of the week. From Games Workshop this week, we have a bunch of new releases. There's the new Cerastus Knight kits. There's 2 of them out this week. And there's also the Blood Bowl Vampire team, which is new as well. For the Cerastus Knight, we have the Cerastus Knight Acheron. This is a really neat looking kit. This is the version with the big flamer. And it's a very, very modular, very posable kit in terms of knights. If you've built previous knights, you know that they are somewhat posable, but the Cerastus versions take that up a step. With that crazy flamer, the tube is actually multiple sections and it's very bendable. So have fun building and assembling this model because it's you can really customize it and make it your own. The Vampire Blood Bowl team is a refresh or an update on the old Vampire team, and it's got a bunch of new models, obviously because it's new Blood Bowl stuff, and they are very vampire-y. These guys are kind of like the classic Transylvanian vampire style of old school like horror movies, or like Hammer horror movies if you're familiar with those. They've got the big flowing shirts and things like that. The thralls do anyway. And then it's interesting too because they mixed a little bit of like the armor bits from like a Blood Knight, so from those vampires. So it's a neat mix. I'm kind of torn about them. I don't know if I like the thralls. They're a little bit too campy for me, but that's fine. You don't have to play every Blood Bowl team. Both of these products are out this weekend from Games Workshop, and you can pick them up starting on Saturday. The Versus system is back with a brand new expansion for their card game. This is the AEW, that's All Elite Wrestling version. If you're a fan of AEW, then we've got a fun card game for you from Upper Deck. This, of course, is for the Versus system, so it's compatible with all of the other Versus system games. And now you can take your favorite AEW wrestlers and throw down with all of the other cards in the Versus system. This box is designed for 2 players, so you can play right out of the box. Each game takes about 30 minutes. And, of course, being a card game, you can build your own unique team of wrestlers and decks and use their abilities to take out the other wrestlers in your opponent's decks. Will you rise to the ranks to become the next AEW champion? One way to find out. Looking to add a little magic to your next game night? Then check out Spellbook from Space Cowboys. In Spellbook, you're trying to become one of the greatest wizards of all time at the annual Grand Rite. Your job is going to be to collect and manage your materia to feed your familiar and learn all of your spells. Then, you'll have to act quickly to use your powers early, or wait to unleash them at full strength. How you apply your magical aptitude is going to determine your best path to victory. You'll have to adapt to your opponent's choices and come up with some clever tactics of your own. Spellbook is designed for 1 to 4 players. Games take about 45 minutes, and it is designed for ages 12 and up, so it makes a great family game night. So check out Spellbook from Space Cowboys. Wiz-War is back from Steve Jackson Games with their 9th edition, Kill Them With Fire. Fans have loved Wiz-War for decades, and now it's back in print with a full-color board, full-color cards, counters, and standees. The boards are even double-sided for more variety. There's also a couple of dice in there that you'll need to play, a D4 and a D6 for each player. So 2 to 6 wizards in this game are going to be battling it out in an ever-changing labyrinth, trying to steal the treasure and destroy each other, and sometimes you're going to want to do both. Wiz-War is one of those infinitely replayable games, as no 2 games are going to play out the same. We've often said on the Tabletop Spotlight, if a game makes it to its 2nd edition, they're probably doing something right. Well, Wiz-War is now in its 9th edition and has been around for a very long time, so clearly Steve Jackson's got something going on in this box. It is designed for 2 to 6 players. Games can take an hour or 2 to play, depending on how familiar you are with the game, and it is recommended for ages 14 and up. So go get a perennial classic with Wiz-War 9th edition. Upper Deck is back with another legendary expansion. This one is the What If series from Marvel Studios. This is the newest standalone set for Legendary, a Marvel deck building game. In this one, you're going to be exploring the prism of endless possibilities from the Marvel Cinematic Universe as you ponder the question, what if? A single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. In this alternate reality version of Marvel's fan favorite series, Different heroes will team up to foil the schemes of the masterminds and defeat the villains from across the multiverse. Featuring characters like Captain Carter, T'Challa, Star-Lord, and Party Thor, there's many more characters from the What If series to add to your existing collections. Legendary is a card game designed for 1 to 5 players. Games can take about an hour and it's recommended for ages 14 and up. This, of course, will work with other versions of the Legendary series, so be sure to pick this one up and ask, what if? Flesh and Blood is back from Legend Story Studios with a new expansion, Bright Lights. The neon lights shine bright in the crown jewel of human industry. Find fame and fortune and unlock your true potential in the city of endless opportunity. Bright Lights is a new introductory pack for the TCG Flesh and Blood. Now this is a booster box containing 24 packs, and each pack contains a random assortment of 16 cards with your standard rarities and such. So if you are a big fan of Flesh and Blood, the new Bright Lights set is out now and in stores, so go pick this one up too. Well, those were the games of the week. Once again, thanks to our friends over at Dragon's Den Comics and Fantasy here in Austin, Texas. They're the ones that hooked us up. So thanks to them. And again, shop local, so go visit your favorite local gaming store and pick up these fine products. I'm Adam from BoLS, and we'll see you next time on the Tabletop Spotlight.